You want me to call him?
No.
What?
We just wanted to shine, now we up on our grind. Couldn't go out to parties, a nigga ain't had the time. We just wanted some money, now we getting the hoes. Screaming out gang, gang, getting a party with my bros. It's gang, 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 I do it with my woes. Couldn't saw you to shine, and we out here on our grind. Couldn't go out to parties, too busy chasing them dimes. Now that I'm getting paper, I can flex on all these haters. Hold up, let me talk to you.
What's going on, you guys? It's your boy, That Kid Polo. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe, and join the game. As you can tell by the title and thumbnail, it's been one, y'all. For the last 24 hours, well, I put it like this. Ever since May, it just been a roller coaster, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Is it recording? Yeah. Let me pause this music in my ear. Yeah. Yeah, music still playing in my ear. I don't see how it was playing when I was recording. But anyway, make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe, and join the game. Click the notification bell so that way you don't miss any video. As y'all know, the boy was building a Harley Electric Glide Classic Custom one-off build, y'all. Who was hot, y'all? It just rained in little spurs. I'm gonna sit right here, y'all. And talk to y'all for a little bit. As you can see, look at the clouds, y'all. Just what we had to deal with. I'm not gonna rain a couple days, didn't be hot. It's pissed. I got to cut the grass, y'all. Just cut it last week. It's already grow that high, but yeah, I got to cut it. But yeah, I know your boy been building this Harley Electric Glide, y'all. It's not gonna be a super long video. I'm just gonna go straight to it. I'll make sure it's zoomed out so it won't be zoomed in. But yeah, your boy building this Harley Electric Glide, and like y'all, I kept running into problem after problems. You know, you're supposed to go back to the shop that originally started building it for me. Somehow he got in his feelings. Didn't want to do the bike anymore. First he was like he was busy, then he got in his feelings, and then like I'll ask him questions about some stuff, then he blocked me. It's all good. Met up with another guy. He pretty much put me back together. You know, the plan was ride like it is, and then come back like after riding season and redo everything. All right, boom. In the midst of me riding, you know, I said, okay, cool. You know what? I done spent all this money and came this far, even though it's some bullshit right now. Excuse my language, but you know, ride like it is. I do a whole 360 transformation on it next year. Well, in the fall. That was my goal. So me and my wife were riding one day, rolled down to the beach. I said, well, I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, music playing a little bit, then the music cut off. I said, man, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep pushing. I just vibing out, riding. Me and my wife and my homeboy and his old lady. And we just riding to the beach. Boom. Oil shootout from the carburetor. The whole thing. Cause if y'all know anything about motors, like the 88 motor that's on the older Harleys, like they got two hoses on each side of the block where you got the screw with the nip on it, and the oil relieve the pressure. The screw relieve pressure from the engine, and the oil just like do a little drip into the air filter or air cleaner, whatever you want to call it, and it shoots back into the motor and burns off with the gas. So that hose, I thought it was loose, so I went and brought some clamps, but it didn't have a clamp on it. So I put a clamp on it, and said we're gonna come back home. So we rode to, got something to eat, did good, then got almost all the way home, went to my homeboy daddy's house. We were gonna stop by there, and right before we got there, it did again. So I put new hose on it, the one that was leaking, and the one that was leaking, fixed that, and rode on home. I ain't think nothing else of it. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get my tail lights with the turn signal and stuff like that fixed. And still didn't get that fixed. Then I said I'll figure out what's going on with music. Still didn't get that fixed. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna ride it like it is, y'all. I'll make sure. I keep moving the camera, I'll make sure I still recording. Cause my finger keep touching the screen in the back. But I said, okay, cool. So we left here, rode my homeboys fine. We had to make a big detour around because they were working on the road. It was still fine. And we were like, shoot, we about to shoot to the beach and make a circle, come back. Got halfway to the beach or shoot out again. I'm like, man, why does oil keep shooting out like this? And then I went to my homeboy house. He lived right up the street. So I crept up there. Then he was like, well, we can block off the hose so it won't leak. So I'm like, okay, cool, because, I don't know nothing about motorcycles. Blocked them off, cleaned the bike up, whatnot, got oil everywhere. Clean the oil off. You're like, well, we're going to ride. It's okay. So, kept noticing cranking up and it cut off unless I wasn't on the gas. So I rode down the road. We were going on our way back to the house because we weren't going to go to the beach. We were just going to take it home. And I was just going to take it to the shop and get it fixed. Got 3 minutes up the road. The whole oil cap blew off. Poof! Oil everywhere. So I'm like, okay, cool. I said, maybe I didn't have the oil cap on tight. Well, pushed in tight enough. Roll a little bit more down the road. That pressure built up again. Poof! Blew off again. So I'm like, man, fuck this. Man, my homeboy went and got my truck and trailer and loaded it up. Took them bolts out. Called a couple of motorcycle players. They say I shouldn't did that because I could have blew a seal in my motor, all this other stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. So, fast forward, waited like a week, didn't mess with it. Called a company was supposed to fix it. Well, a business supposed to fix it. They kept bullshitting around. Tell me, like, I don't know what the hell he had going on. He wanted me to take it there late, I guess. So that way he can pocket the money because he lived at the shop. So he could pocket the money and had to split it with his dad or whatever. So I'm telling him, like, bro, I got 4 kids, my wife. I said, man, I'm not traveling no whole hour and some change away and then have to drive all the way back. Then have to drive all the way there. So I told him, I'm like, bro, he can do it, like, in one day. I was like, well, I can drop it off to you early. I can stay on the beach and then get it at the end of the day. Or I can drop it off to you now or have somebody drop it out to you now and I come back and get it in a couple of days when I go to the beach myself. He didn't want to do that. So I ended up finding another company. Shout out to PDR. He told me to bring it Monday. I bring it Monday. I went out Monday afternoon around about 3 or 4 o'clock. I dropped it off about 3:30. About 3:30 when I dropped it off. He got me in and out like Tuesday morning. He was calling me and was like, hey, bro, we got your bike ready. She runs good. I was like, okay, cool. So Thursday came. Well, yesterday came. Tuesday. Not Thursday, but Tuesday. And rode all the way home. And I'm gonna be right back. Y'all be right back. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to get them boys situated, man. They just something else. But yeah, so I picked up from PDR too yesterday, which was yesterday. Not sure what order these videos gonna go in because I had a couple videos I was already not pre-order, but pre-made. I don't know what the order these gonna go in, but I might keep everything in order. But drove it from there. They were telling about some other stuff they noticed with my bike when they test drove it. And we was talking about that, coming up with a game plan on that. So I left there, drove all the way home. Let me see this. Sorry, UPS, man. Yeah, UPS. Drove all the way home. Where the music was playing, about 10, 15 minutes of the ride, about 10 minutes. I'd say about 10 minutes of the drive, music was playing. And stopped by my mama's house so we could pick up the other kids. Cause I drove it back because I wanted to see if we were gonna do the same thing, being that you really can't tell with it being that if you don't drive it far. I'm doing good, pretty good. How about yourself? But y'all, my brother-in-law just pulled up, y'all. But yeah, so it did pretty good. I ain't think nothing of it wrong. The music stopped playing. I was still vibing, still around. I said, hey, what is it? That music? I said, I'll figure out that at a later date. So next thing you know, went to my mom's house, cut the bike off. Was trying to fidget with Ray a little bit, couldn't get it to come on. Said it is what it is. So then I said, you know what, I'm not going to take it on to the house. Got home, parked it. Right there in that spot, right there. You see where that shade at, y'all, right there? Parked it right there. Parked it right there, got on the phone. I was just talking to my wife. I was like, if you haven't already, make sure you go subscribe to her channel, K for Key. I said, it did good, rolled good. Knocked on wood. Last metal. I had knocked on wood, so I wasn't jinx myself. Then I said, well, let me call David from PDR and see how much he would charge me to look over the other stuff that they said they had concerns about. So we was on the phone chopping it up, whatnot. I was telling him what I was doing, what I would do, and he told me, he gave me the price and everything. I said, well, cool. I said, if I don't ride it, I'll bring it back to you. I said, but if I ride it, I'll bring it back to you after the 4th. He said, okay, cool, no pressure. He told me, I said, it's easy to do. We were talking about how to do it. I was like, well, I'll make your job a lot easier. I said, being that you trained tech on this, I'll just go ahead and take the front off and have everything off where you can really, make sure everything aligns. He said, okay, cool, bet. Just let me know. I got you. We're going to work a bond. I said, all right, cool. And I told him what I was planning on doing after the riding season. So, fast forward, not even, I'd say about 10, 15 minutes of the bike just sitting in the yard. About 10 minutes, 15 minutes at the most. Bike sitting in the yard. I'm on the phone with David from PDR. I see smoke. I said, David, let me call you back. See smoke. So I went over there to my bike and started taking the seat loose because there's a bolt that hold my seat down. So I was taking that loose. And as soon as I took the seat off, I see the smoke come up more. So I ran to the water hose. I hooked the water hose up, and that's it going poof, and fly in the fire. I got a little small clip when my wife was recording a little bit. She said she didn't know if I want to record, make sure it showed the insurance company, so she recorded just a little clip. I'm gonna insert that clip in. Man, the water hose had all types of kinks in it. I had to run it back before I get kinks out. But
boy, that's about that gas tank.
So caught on fire, out in it. Then I heard something still see, poof, blew up again. I kept trying to out it out so we wouldn't get to the gas tank, y'all. But ended up getting it out. Battery melted in there, in the bike. Everything, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. I didn't want to make this video super long, but y'all look. I cleaned most of the smut off of it this morning, but yeah, y'all see. Wires burned. Air ride won't go up. None of the air ride won't go up. The lines melted to the air ride. Luckily, the wheel is sitting on the fender, so it can't even move. So luckily, I was able to crank it up and get everything, y'all. But I'm about to show y'all the battery right here. This was an XS powered Titan 8 battery, lithium. It just blew up. It just blew up on me, y'all. But y'all, I'm not getting more detail, but I'll be right back. Yeah, I am back. So y'all got K for Key right here with me, y'all. So, babe, what was your take on yesterday?
Unexplainable. All of a sudden. It was scary.
I literally rode the bike from the beach to the house, to my mama's house, Came back here, parked it. 10, 15 minutes later, boof.
I thought everything was okay.
I told him how, I told him how early you record. Told him, yeah, I record just in case you want to see us in the insurance company.
No, yeah. You talking about when he caught on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, for evidence.
Yeah,
You know, a lot of people be talking, like, they be like, oh, you probably said that. No, baby, that thing came out of nowhere. We heard something sound like a firecracker, and next thing we know, the bike was covered in white smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Scared the crap out of me. I ain't know whether to run out the front or the back.
Child, they went out the back, though,
sure
child.
did. I ain't going out no back. I mean, no front door. That thing was close to that gas tank. That's why I was telling you, you still standing there trying to put it out. That thing would have exploded. We'd have been at the burn center today.
There was a fire.
Good thing he wasn't riding it. That's what I'm thankful for. It didn't get him, or it didn't explode like I thought it would. But I'm thankful for that, especially for him being home or us being home. Because any other time, you know, I was thinking we would have been like, we had to go pick the boys up. You know, any other time we came to the house and been like, well, let's go pick the boys up together. And then we'd have came back, and you know, you would have had it in the trailer, the whole trailer. And Lord, it could have been a disaster, but the Lord was with us. So
Yeah, think about it, because I started to put it in the trailer to go get it.
well, that's what I'm saying. Well,
And-
that too, yeah.
And just imagine if I would have had the truck part pulled in versus back then, well, I can just let it down and roll it right in the trailer.
Yeah,
It would have blew up, y'all. It would blew the whole trailer up, y'all.
yeah, that it would have been a mess.
And then I'm glad I was able to get the battery out yesterday, too, because just in case that thing would have started back up, it would have been crazy. And y'all see it's raining, y'all.
It's raining anyway.
Yeah, but it rained all week.
Not Friday.
Y'all hear that thunder in the background? This is what we have to deal with, y'all. Make sure y'all don't bring them bicycles out. But yeah, I got to cut the grass, y'all. But if you haven't already, make sure
Y'all get down in the comments too, and make sure y'all tell that kid where he should take me for my promotion dinner.
Oh yeah.
Let him plan that. Where he gonna take me?
Y'all, I can't make this up, y'all. I really can't make this up. Like, she get a promotion. It seems like every year. Like, she get different departments every year and moving up every year. Like, like, they don't keep my baby still. They want to move her
I'll
around.
be busy. Dang, so long got quick.
Oh yeah, they be moving quick.
Oh, they do.
Mm-hmm.
They probably already be having it cooked. They just be warming it up.
Yeah, they have it sitting on that hill.
Ew. They better hope my nachos.
Mama, he's gonna throw me off the thing.
No, he's not.
Yeah, cause you know that man I was talking to that day at the store, and I asked him about that Honda. He was up there getting his food. He
Why
told
she
me,
not get out?
oh yeah, he's scared of rain. He's scared of a little water.
I told them to be careful on them planes and stuff with these thunderstorms coming in.
Yeah. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna cut this video back on when I go close it out over there to about. I'm gonna give y'all one last look. Yeah. Y'all, so I'm back with the video. But yeah, y'all see what's going on, y'all. So Starburst, I'm gonna call it Starburst. Y'all see the Starburst is down, y'all. Down for the count. 30. Trying to get it cleaned up a little bit, man. Alright, let's start trying to work it out, figure anything out. I'm trying to just get the smut and water off of it. Let the speakers dry out. All that mess, y'all. I ain't gonna let it get to me, bro. Well, y'all, I ain't gonna say bro, I ain't gonna let it get to me. It is what it is. Life be life, and y'all. As I always say, never know what you're gonna get, y'all. Just stay at it. Don't let it get the best of you. You'll definitely bounce back 10 times harder. No doubt about it. Some people might be making fun of you, never know. People might be glad for your downfall. You never know. But guess what? It'll never stop me. I never get attached to materialistic stuff. I don't think what hurt was that I actually did this bill for my dad because he wanted me to stop riding like street bikes because I always race. But so I was like, well, I'll convert over to Harley because he had a Harley And I was doing this bike in the memory of him. It's like, man, it was like I'm trying to live up to his expectations or whatnot. But it's like, man, I just keep getting punched in the face, man. That's all it is. One punch after the other. That's how I see it. But I'm gonna go ahead and close this video, yeah. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, click the notification bell. And I'm gonna figure out what's next with it, y'all. Keep y'all posted. Peace.